elastomeric paint. Be careful here. Elastomeric paint is probably one of the best paints you can buy, but if it's not installed correctly, or if parts of the house aren't built properly, you could have problems with whatever you paint. Now, I've seen people paint homes with a roller and leave little tiny spots in the stucco, little small, I'm talking maybe the size of a pencil tip, a sharpened pencil tip. Water gets behind these small little spots and then gets into the stucco, works its way down, and creates a problem because it can't get out. Some of the moisture can if the building is stuccoed correctly. Again, I'm going back to if the building is built correctly and the elastomeric paint is applied correctly, you might not have any problems. If it's not painted right, or if parts of the building aren't painted with two different paints, you could have problems too. Here's what happened to me. I painted some fascia board with elastomeric paint, and this stuff was great. Within 5 years, I started to notice the top of the fascia board starting to rot. There was dry rot at the top of it. I'm thinking, what the heck, Within another 3 or 4 years, the dry rot on a 2x8 piece of fascia board was about 5 inches from the top. And again, I let this go because I wanted to see what was going to happen to it. Now, this was elastomeric paint, but I was dealing with a roofing problem. The roof edge didn't go over the fascia board properly. The roof edge was above the top of the fascia board, and the top of the fascia board wasn't painted at all. I couldn't get my paintbrush in there to paint it because the top of the roof flashing was just barely over the edge of the fascia board. The water coming off the roof basically rolled on top of the fascia board, absorbed into the wood, and worked its way down, and it couldn't get out because the elastomeric paint formed a seal, almost like a rubberized seal around the fascia board. So again, the paint is great. Otherwise, it wouldn't have held the moisture in. But you better make sure that you're applying it properly and that the building is built correctly before using it. Otherwise, it's a fantastic product.